preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Fournette, a first down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line.
And they dropped him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. On play action, it's Breeze. Goes underneath for Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch it now, Barney!
Jackson on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. The 20. Fournette fighting through. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Now it's Jackson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Kill! Get set.
The give is to Bell, and he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. Bulldozes past him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Breeze now on first down. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He was looking for Macklin that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
A handoff to Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color.
And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The pitch to Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll toss it to Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And this is caught at the 8. That one good for 12 yards. Third down here. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, now Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Breeze. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's fielded at the 45. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked